Oh, there's some big, getting this concrete rubble pile. It's been here a lot of years. We're getting that cleaned up. We're getting a steel dumpster hauled in, and we're going to clean up all the steel around here. Anything that's burnable is going out to a pile. We're going to clean this whole area up. And there's a local company that burns oil. So we got a bunch of used 250 shuttles on this side with oil. And clean this whole thing up. Big changes are happening around here. Big changes are happening. All right, guys. Hey, thanks for joining me today. I got a couple hour break here, so I'm going to try and get some of my fall tillage done. You know how we always have no fall to get our tillage done. So this is the 5-year study field, and we got tillage, no-till, tillage, no-till staggered across this field. And so I'm going to get the primary tillage done on corn stalks because that's the common practice here. And then when it gets closer to planting, then we'll do the secondary pass, get fertilizer down and stuff. But let's see how Big Sexy does on the DMI. All right, so we're at just under 6 miles an hour at 1,500 RPM. When you hit a hard spot, or if I get goofy with the thing, it will shoot the engine up to 1,800 RPM, but that's doing a nice job. That's doing a really nice job. I don't think I'm going to dink around in here. This washout here is pretty good, so we're not going in that. I gotta say, it's really weird not having an engine just blaring away. That's kind of funny. You can see how slimy it is underneath. The wheel stops turning on the DMI. Probably the nicest job the DMI's ever done. The 8450 never had the power to get any bit of ground speed going and sock them discs down up front. So here we'll lift them. Kind of a mud hole in here. I'm going to get a contractor in this fall and redo all these ditch lines. It's very weird when you hit a tough spot, the engine actually revs up, versus on the old tractor you'd hit a tough spot and you'd feel it kind of hunker down. Here she's pulling pretty dang hard. She's up over 1,700 RPM. This ground works up so nice. So nice. It's a shame. It's a shame, but for the sake of science. For the sake of science. So across the ditch, we'll do a little here, and then we'll go over to the next base. So glad the rest of the farm I don't have to fight mud. Yep, these hillsides, pretty typical. Pretty typical. The water comes out the hillsides. I'm just doing this spot here on the headland. This is where I had to pull the tractor and the wagons through last fall. And whoa, whatever hit there, holy cow. It just, something was right there. But yeah, then we'll zip down the road and we'll hit where I had manure. And yeah, we'll do that. So I got 2 strips now. It kind of changed it up a little bit from last year, but I got 2 strips done, and now she's barking, boy. She's full throttle. Oh, she's barking. Raise that up, shut our front wheel off, and slow that engine down. All right, let's zip down to that next field quick. Kind of got beat up here a little bit. Isn't too bad. Normally in no-till, if I had a little rut like this here, I probably wouldn't mess with it a whole lot. I would just give it some time. You give it a couple years. A shallow rut like that this winter, the compaction, you know, if this was fall time, that compaction would be taken out this fall. And then, and since it's with the direction of travel, you know, it's not an irritant. So yeah, I wouldn't fight with that a whole lot. The big thing here is we kind of tore this up a little bit. I want to get it, you know, I got tracks going across. We just kind of stayed in this little couple acre spot here, and yeah, so that's that. Here's where the pile was. You can see we got some pretty good holes. Get that. Come on, girl. It's pretty behind it. That DMI does a nice job, I'll tell you that. Does a real nice job. Hunting right around that 6 to 7 gallons an hour. At one point I seen it as high as 11. There we go, 12. It starts pulling hard, 13. Yeah. And you know you're getting something accomplished then. Then we'll do just this little angle over here for right now, and then we'll just leave the DMI here. back in the corner somewhere or down into the water hole, and then go home and go to our appointments. I had to slow down. There she made her work. That sucker sinks. The DMI hits a soft spot and it just drops. Yeah. Some of these holes, you know, from the loader tractor working that pile and then the spreader backing in and out that spot. But she looks a lot better already. Alright, so for those of you guys that are new to the channel, the 5-year study where we're doing the tillage on the other field, the point of that is it's 5 years. So we got some soil health across basically the field soil health. We got a couple conventional tillage passes in the middle there, and we're just going to do a study and see after, you know, from year to year, can we see a change in the soil itself, how it acts? Do we see a difference in yield, cost inputs, you know, cover crops? They add a cost. How long till we see the soil building benefits of that and stuff like that. So it's just kind of a fun side-by-side, and I think that's what everybody's looking for is that side-by-side. To me, it's a waste of my time in the fact that I've seen the benefits out on the field so greatly in our area that I don't need to convince myself anymore. It's more just for the sake of science, and it's what people are looking for. And yeah, there's so many other benefits that are working out good. The big one is the fact that I don't ever have to do this across the farm anymore. But now that I have I can understand why guys want to do so much recreational tillage. You got this gorgeous tractor to sit in now. And yeah, but so that's the gist of it, and yeah, all right, thanks guys. Look how green everything is getting. Oh man, everything's greening right up. We just need some warm temperatures. Nothing's growing, but it's greening up, so if we get some heat in a couple weeks, oh,